Treating irritable bowel syndrome the naturally way. Irritable bowel syndrome can be controlled in many ways, and only among them being medication. There are also natural methods of treating IBS. But compared to the other type of diseases like brain tumors, cancer and several others, irritable bowel syndrome is not as life-threatening as it is talked about, but the discomfort that it makes will interrupt the life of people, though in a small manner. Irritable bowel syndrome is one of the usual conditions that impact a great number of people in the U.S. More or less about 10 to 15% or more of the people of America are having the symptoms of irritable bowel syndrome. IBS interrupts the working condition of both the stomach and the intestine. Other specifications used to describe IBS are spastic colitis, irritable colon, spastic colon, upset stomach, mucus colitis. Irritable bowel syndrome is often categorized as an operable disorder, which intends the prime irregularity that strikes the biological function of the body. It cannot be determined in a conventional way like X-ray, blood test etc., since IBS is supposed to be a much complex disorder, where the causes are not obviously derived and still in doubt whether they are due to the dysfunction of the intestine or gut or because of the autonomous nervous system which causes alterations to the sensory operations and regulating the bowel motion. IBS is regularly followed by the symptoms like abdominal pain and other related issues. All the discomfort is caused by the alterations in the bowel movements. There are several remedies available which include some natural treatments, diet, usage of medicines etc. Natural/organic ways of controlling IBS. Rubbing the colon, relaxing both bodies, mind, and using fiber-rich food are some of the natural therapy that is used in case of treating irritable bowel syndrome. The colonic rubbing or massage can be carried out while you are in the lavatory, while you are taking a rest, and by bending your knees. Holding fingers tightly, try to make a massager with the fist of your hand itself and gently massage the area of the colon. First try our circular movement, changing to grinding movement with the hinge joint of your hand. Initiate with the lower portion of the abdominal muscle, and move your hands in circles below the right portion of your ribs. The same process can be carried out with the left portion of your abdominal muscle, and keep massaging till you reach the pubic bone. The main goal of this type of therapy is to bring on the bowel motion. In addition to that, it also helps in recovering colic in the infants as it flushes out all the farts along with stools. But we need to be careful about the neonates, as only small thrust shall be made when doing this kind of therapy. What is the reason for taking mind also into consideration while treating the irritable bowel syndrome? Natural therapies for regulating the symptoms of irritable bowel syndrome is having fiber-rich food content. Immediate consumption of fiber may result in gas and also induce certain symptoms of irritable bowel syndrome, so consume fiber in small amounts at infrequent intervals. Similarly, if you make a list of the food you intake and note down over time, whichever triggers the symptoms of IBS, you can deny only those foods.